London Drugs. Nobody does it better, except maybe you.
Layla Pageman and Lindsay Smith are here. They were just in Vegas at Comdex, and now...
CES. Consumer Electronics Show.
You know, it's my age. It's my age. I will say Comdex at least twice more in this show. Actually, I should have one of these electric shock things that you can shock me with every time I do it.
I think the first time I met you, Steve, was at a Comdex event back in like 02 or 03 or something like
Down
that.
in Vegas?
Yeah, you were speaking. It wasn't at Vegas. I don't know where it was.
I was speaking?
You were speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Those were the days. I wonder what I was speaking about. Did I say anything intelligent?
You sounded very intelligent. Always, Steve.
You don't have to suck up to me. You're already on the show. Okay, so let's get into highlights. So, Lindsay, what was the theme that you were looking for? Was there something that you were looking for at the show, or what?
I don't think I went down with any huge expectations. There's that cliche that the TVs get bigger, they get smaller, they get better resolution,
and they get quote unquote smarter.
And they get smarter. Yes, Layla's jumping to the next thing. Absolutely. So, and I think we definitely saw a little bit of that. I was kind of intrigued when I saw that the thinnest TV now is 3/16 of an inch thick. It was the LG one, and that was an OLED, so an optical light-emitting diode television. So it was just
a lot less heat, a lot less power consumed by these, and then they can be a lot lighter, so it can be hung on.
A lot lighter, and as well, they actually had a 3D built in. Most of the TVs now all have 3D built in. So,
yeah.
And then truer blacks as well. So that's kind of compared to other LEDs. Still, I don't know if they're as true blacks as the plasmas produce, but still pretty good.
Okay, and so there was 3D now 3D has been a theme. Let's start with that then. It's been a theme of the last few Comdexes. 3D's coming, 3D's coming. And was this the Comdex that said 3D's here, but it's not a big deal?
It's CES, Steve, but yes. Anyway, yes, moving along. So it was still, I think what's happening now is the companies aren't making the 3D as forefront in terms of their marketing message. They're just building it in as an additional feature. There's glassless, how do you want to say it? Layla, what would glassless 3D TV where you don't
we're
need
wearing
glasses?
glassesless.
Yeah.
Glassesless.
Yeah, glassesless. There was a theme on that one, and
even prettier glasses to be offered.
Yeah, prettier glasses to be offered. I think with the 3D TVs that don't have glasses, they're not quite there yet, so don't everyone rush out and get excited about buying a television where you don't have to wear the glasses. To be honest, brutally honest, it's just not there. You have to be in such a specific position to see it.
That's not worth it. Yeah, our good friends at London Drugs say that if you're buying a new TV, buy 3D regardless, because they're the best TVs and they have a small premium, but they're the best quality, even for 2D.
I think so, and if you have a problem with the glasses, like Layla was saying, like you had the chance to go and check out some of the different styles.
I mean, it's all pretty and you look good, and I guess that's the key issue is whether or not people can actually sustain sitting down for a couple hours, and how many of these glasses they can have available for their family members too. So
and also how much content
and
is
how
available,
much
how many TVs,
exactly.
how many Piranha movies are there going to be?
So like Lindsay was saying, it's just not going to be the forefront. I mean, last year was the biggest 3D was the biggest thing, and then they realized that people aren't really buying it, nor there's not enough content to be used, nor do people actually want to wear the glasses. So I mean, I thought the chicer and cooler looking quote unquote glasses were pretty good. They were pretty cool, but other than that, it's not enticing. It's still not. I've been a critic of 3D television from the get-go, so I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. I can tell you that.
Well, I'm trying to think. Going to movies now, I'm trying to think if I even notice if they're available in 3D, and I take a pass. I don't even think I bother going to the movie in 3D if it's there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I love it. I love the 3D. I fully buy into the immersive experience, and I think that I get so much more out of the movie. Like, you feel like you're inside of it. And true, we don't have enough content in order to sustain that, but I don't think we want to watch all of our content. Like you guys said, it can be too much sometimes. So I think that it's kind of that nice piece of chocolate cake that you can have every once in a while.
So the consumer side is definitely up in the forefront with the TVs, but let's get into the kind of the computer side and the other technology side. What was there? Microsoft gave the keynote. From all accounts, Steve Ballmer was less than and inspiring in his thing, and he had Ryan Seacrest as host. Did you go to the keynote? Or
I
did you
didn't
take
go,
any of it?
but one of our fellow bloggers was down there, and she went, and she didn't get a lot out of it. Her feedback was that it was really just about, I mean, the whole name of the speech even was farewell to CES. Like, way to start it off, Microsoft, as being so freaking negative. I'm like, it should have been more about, going to CES is about the future of technology. It's not about the goodbye of technology.
Yeah.
It's like, are you saying goodbye Windows? Like, you're just not not going to, Microsoft, you're just not going to be there. I don't know where they wanted to go with that, but I thought it was pretty
the whole
lame.
idea is Microsoft isn't getting the bang that they want out of. The bottom line is these trade shows, although they can still be spectacular, they aren't as necessary because everybody's getting all of the information online for the most part. So
See, there's a lot of business that's done down there, though, and I
Well,
think that
that's
there's
the thing.
140,000 people that go representing companies or having some sort of, they're buyers of technology. We went down as press and media. We're sitting there scoping out the next stories for technology. I really think that they're underestimating. I think they're doing a poor job at actually measuring what that show does, and I think if it went away, there'd be a lot of, I think they'd see a huge impact, and I'm really surprised that Microsoft is pulling out.
Well, Apple's pulled back from Macworld, so the Macworlds have become almost, just a shadow of themselves. So I guess, certainly next year will be an interesting show to see that. So let's talk about some of the other booths and some of the other things. Lindsay, you were mentioning Intel was a booth that you thought was just outstanding.
Yeah, Intel, well, of course, they're coming out with innovative technologies that we're going to see 2-3 years down the road. But one of the things that stood out to me was their technology that allows you to purchase products from your tablet as your television show or your movie is being played. So they're working with a few other partners so that as you're watching the video, there's content automatically being streamed to your tablet that shows you what the characters are wearing or what specific product they're buying. It's kind of making content more consumer based, but at the same time it's very interesting to see that we're headed in that
Well,
direction.
that's interesting because one of the things that the product placement within shows has been one of these holy grails for marketing firms. So, what is the star wearing and what dishes are they using, and so that people can say, I like that pattern, and then being able to click on it. But when you're dealing with a single screen, it was invasive to think that we'd have a sidebar or something where we can, kind of control it, and it would interrupt the viewing for the entire group that's watching for one person to be interested in something. But you're saying that now they're diverting that interaction to your tablet.
Mm-hmm.
That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about it, Layla? Would you watch TV and buy off your tablet?
Again, I'm also a skeptic of smart TV, but I think I think it's just too much information too much of my personal information being provided. Like it's just like Google circles and how I have to analyze each person and which circle I should put them into. I just think it's just too much work. I just want to watch a TV show.
Well, that is.
I know exactly what I want to watch, and that's what I want to watch.
That's part of the holy grail of interactive TV. Is television watching a decompression time, or is it a time when we can engage? If you think about, when I think about interactive TV, I think about what's going to happen, and I think the leading edge is going to be sports. I don't think it's going to be retail, to be honest. I don't think anybody's going to buy, interactive TV is going to explode because now I can buy the tie that Ryan Seacrest is wearing when he's interviewing, when he's on the show. So I don't think that's. However, being engaged in a social event like a sporting event where you can be commenting on your team, where you can be cheering, where you can be basically interacting the same way as you would maybe in the arena. Mm-hmm. That to me is something that could kind of be the leading edge that makes interactive TV viable. I agree with Layla. I think that when I'm watching TV, I want to disengage. I want you to entertain me. I don't want to do the work anymore.
Well, and I was watching a part of Samsung's press conference, and they were introducing their smart TV, and it has, it's all fancy and high tech with like facial recognition, and it can just immediately open up to a screen of all your preference. And they kept on going through how smart TV integrates the internet because everyone likes to view their video on the internet, and they bring it to the television. And they thought it was so amazing to toggle from one movie, and then you go, hey, I want to see what the sports scores are. Let's toggle to the app. And I just thought that was kind of like, well, okay, sounds cool. That's great. I can toggle from one, but that's why I have a tablet. That's why I have my iPhone. It's all in front of me anyways. It's not like I'm going to put it away.
And who doesn't watch TV now without their tablet or their iPhone sitting right beside them where they can do all of the offline stuff? So the group is watching TV, but you're not interrupting the TV show or whatever you're watching for your own personal perusal. You're looking up the ancillary information on, yourself on your own. We're multitasking
and
that
that's
way.
why I think the technology that Intel is building will enable us to do that, to choose between. So we look at the TV as being that app interface now, much the way we see it on a smartphone, but the Intel underlying technology is going to allow us to choose multiple screens in order to push that to, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's a tablet, or whether it's the television or our PC in a kitchen. Who knows?
We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to talk more about the Intel booth. I want to hear about this virtual merchandising system where you can kind of put yourself in the clothes without trying them on and things
Yes.
like that. That's going to be fascinating. I've got Lindsay Smith, I've got Lila Pageman on. I'm Steve Dotto, and you're tuned in to Dotto Tech.
Dotto Tech is brought to you in part by London Drugs. Nobody does it better, except maybe you.